So here, in this training, you actually don't need bulk for this, body and bag. What you actually just need is a band or a belt of some sort, or anything that's elastic that you can wrap around, something that's sturdy or standing tall, like this. A pole is fine, even a tree is fine, as long as you have this kind of band or belt that you can wrap around and that you can actually pull, or your band or belt is long enough for you to be able to pull to your side as if you're actually bringing the sword back to your scabbard. But instead of actually putting it back like this, you're putting it back with a ice pick grip where the blade is at the bottom instead of at the top. So you put it back to your scabbard like this. So the goal of this training, as I showed earlier, this is going to be a simulation of the arms, or specifically one arm. So either direction that you go, as long as you're holding the arm, is fine. Your main goal is to control it and to bring it to you, bring it to yourself. Exactly the motion that I'm doing. Okay? Some teachings that you're going to see, they would actually pull it like this, like so. In this case, in this training, it doesn't matter. What you're trying to do is to simulate bringing the arm like this, close to you. Obviously, you're not going to do it in the front because you won't be able to do that. You want the entire arm of the assailant on your body, like so. You can hold it on the shoulder or bicep, and then your other hand is keeping ideally the wrist, if not the hand, or part of the forearm close to your hip. This is how you actually control your assailant. That way, your assailant will only have one free arm while you're able to control your assailant with your entire body. So to demonstrate, your main goal, aside from keeping your assailant's arms close to your body, is to not just actually use your arm strength or your hand strength, since those are small muscles and it needs a lot of extra force for you to pull the assailant close to you. You'll want to use your leg and your legs rather, where your back leg will need to go back further so that you're in this vertical position, way off the center line of your assailant, as well as pivoting with your front leg. So, like so, okay? As you're doing this motion on your lower body, you're using your lat to pull the arm of your assailant close to your body, to you. Hence, my motion going towards my hip right here. So it's simultaneous. It's not like that, no. It's almost at the same time, okay? So as soon as you move your back leg, immediately you pull your opponent's arm ideally, or if not the collar, to your hip, okay? It's going to be like this. And as you're doing that, see my hand here? It goes underneath your opponent's arm so that you'll be able to catch either the back of the shoulder, or if you can wrap around the bicep, as long as you have the other portion of, or the other end of your opponent's arm, rather, most likely near the shoulder socket, you're good. So in one motion, it's going to be like that. Okay, slow motion again, like so. Okay, as I demonstrated here, I'm going to do it slow first, like that. Okay, again, like so. Okay. Ideally, you would actually to be more forceful than this. So in a real case situation, you want to put your opponent in a position where they actually go instantly off balance as you forcefully drag them off the center line. So you're not just gently pulling them to you like this. They won't actually allow you to do that. In fact, they would most likely just follow you forward and then you're going to be beaten back. What you want to do is to actually, as I demonstrated a while ago, force them. Okay? So before you're doing it like that, in a very medium pace so that you can just follow the movement, in reality you want this. See how violent that is? Okay? If it's a real person and you're doing training, you want to do it very gently, but you want them to feel that you're actually dragging them off from where they're standing. Okay? So it's going to be like so. Alright? This is where one of the judo throws or grappling throws comes in. So instead of doing this, right, this is the starting motion, some would actually do like that or something similar. But the goal is as long as you put your opponent off their center, off their balance, off of their feet, actually, pulling them, or even like this, pulling them off, they're good. Because if they're off balance, they won't be able to actually further attack you, and that you're actually ultimately in control of that situation at that given moment. Okay? So again, slow motion, like so. If you want to really realistically practice this, add some effort. Like violently bring your opponent's arm or wrist to your hip. It's not, no. Ideally you want that, as you're also simultaneously scooping underneath. Like so, okay? You want this. Okay? This is what you want. See, same thing goes on the other side. So in this case, you'll be seeing the back. So instead of this, slow, you want it like this. Also, if you're actually well versed enough with this, you'll be able to switch sides. It's also good for cardio. As you can see, my breath is already trying to catch up. Like so.